Hi guys, it's Alia. Welcome back to my channel. So here is my my next journal for my Etsy restock, and this one here, it was such a fun journal to do because it wasn't even planned. I was looking for something else, and I had come across this well, it came off a bigger piece of material, and I can't remember if it was a part of a tablecloth or something, but it's an embroidered image. So when I saw it, I said, I have to do a journal cover with it. So I cut out that piece of material and I put it on this awesome material that I was actually gifted to me by my friend Anna. And I knew I'd eventually want to use this to make a book. But because there's like the little blue and stuff in her dress, I thought it was perfect. So I used that to do the back, or not the back, the base of the cover. So this journal, it measures 5.5 by 7.25. So let's get right in. So let me just make sure I am in frame, and I think I am good. So in the front cover, I have a little library pocket. And in the library pocket, there is a library card, and then a letter from the bookmaker. And then first page here, this is one of those pages that open completely up to a full-size sheet. You know, these all flip down, so you can do some secret journaling inside, or you can use it to hide stuff in, or keep stuff safe, you know, because it kind of all folds back up. And, oops, what did I do? There we go. It folds back up, so it does hold things rather nice if you tucked it down inside. But from behind, I put this, what's it called? A library card. It's like from a card catalog. And then here is a vintage picture. And this, I actually believe, because these pictures, I got a bunch of random pictures from my parents. My mom was cleaning out some stuff, and this here is actually, every year there is this, it's like a rowing competition on the Charles River here in Boston, and so it's called the Head of the Charles, and I believe this is from, I want to say either late 70s, maybe early 80s, not sure, but I thought that was kind of cool to include because it is a real vintage picture taken by my mom. And here is one of these journaling cards that I made. Did a little layering, flowers and fun things like that. This is a vintage, it's not a letterhead. It's, well, this is from Park Lane Hotel, Piccadilly, London, Wisconsin. But, oh, you know what? Actually, it's not Wisconsin. For the longest time, I read it as WI. This is London, like London, England, I believe. Yeah. Oh, okay, so I was wrong. So it's from London, and it is vintage, but it's those, you know, the papers that you find when you go into a hotel room and you have a little pad of paper advertising whatever hotel it is that you're staying at. So that is really neat. So this is a vintage piece. So is this. I met her at the ball, and maybe you met this girl. She looks like she's, you know, ready to go to a ball. She has her dress on. However, I think she has a coat and some hand muffs. Oh, goodness. Sorry about that. Somebody's beeping outside. So this is a vintage page. Here I did just a little something just to make it look not so plain. Plenty of places to journal. This is so vintage. Look how yellowed it is around the side. I love the way that looks. Like, it's new, because new meaning like nobody's ever written on it, but it's so old that just the yellowing of it is just so cool. Here we have a little flip up, so you can journal in here, or you can put like a picture or something here and then close it down. Did a little decorating, and on the inside we have a fish card, and it's the Flintmobile from the Flintstones. And then here is, this is vintage, and it's from the Candle Room Medford Hotel, and it's basically like one of those membership cards, you know, every time you eat or whatever it is, you get a stamp, and then after the 12th meal, you get a, I'm assuming, a free meal. So I have that in there. And this was just some scrapbooking paper. It's not a digital, just scrapbook paper that was gifted to me by my friend Evelyn. And on the back, I did something different. There was, I think this came out of a magazine. I'm not sure actually, but March 1953, Song of the Month. But on the page, there were several different songs. The one that kind of went the best, well, in the little section that I had was this one. It's Withered Roses by Paul Coy. Copyright 1952 here. So I thought that was cool. So it's just kind of like a decorated page. And on this side, made a little pocket. This piece right here is actually a real vintage piece. There's actually a lot of real vintage things in here, which I like because I've been, I had a couple eBay winnings for vintage items. And so I've been trying to use a lot of the things that I won. So I have like this Monopoly money, this talking money. This here is from February 1912. And it looks like it's a registry return receipt. So I'm thinking that, like, you know, if you send registered mail, there's that little receipt. But back then, I mean, it's kind of, you know, on a cardstock. So I thought that was pretty cool. So these are little vintage pieces in here. And this came out of, this was actually a book page that I just kind of tore around just to decorate the page with. This here is vintage. Actually, all the pages in here, I believe, are vintage except for the coffee dyed paper. And then some of like the scrapbook paper. So here I have a little side tuck. We have two little playing cards. And then this is one of the tags that I made. It's fabric on the front, but on the back, you can do some journaling. And again, just did a little decorating. And these are those little Tim Holtz ephemera pieces. Has another vintage music page. This actually, you know, I don't believe is vintage. It's ledger paper. I couldn't remember the word, I'm sorry. But I don't believe this is vintage. And here I have a little, this is a little booklet, and I believe this is German. I could be wrong, but I just kind of look at the writing and I think it is. I'll hold it up. Oh, there's a glare. Like, it looks German to me, but I don't want to say it definitely is. I'm just trying to see if I can recognize a word or something. But I can't. So either way, it's vintage and it's cool. And then here is another vintage picture. And I'm not exactly sure where this one was taken. Definitely on a beach somewhere. But I thought it was cool. And these pictures you can also journal on the back of. And then here we have a little glassine baggie. And inside we have some more like stickers and stuff that you can use to decorate the journal with. But it's actually not attached like in the middle signature, because here's the tie. I just used a piece of coffee dyed paper to make a little hinge, so it looks like it's the middle, but it's really just attached to this page here. And then in here we have some more vintage pieces, and then this is a game piece. I'm assuming that the name of the game was called Scan. I've personally never heard about it, but I don't know. It's pretty cool. So you could actually journal here if you wanted to. Some more vintage music. And I did another just Tim Holtz piece, because there's a few of these the die cuts from Tim Holtz, sorry, that are large. So I usually have them sort of lying around and not really knowing how to use them to decorate. But I thought, you know, might as well just use it on a page to decorate, because you can still, I mean, there's plenty of room to write or put a picture. So that was my thoughts. Here are some more game pieces. They, I don't believe, are vintage. This one's 1997, so it's not too old. This one is Margaritaville. So it's a huge playing card, but I love the picture there. So that is pretty neat. And then this is a music, not sure which way it goes. I think it goes that way, but I'm not sure. But it's nice because then you can journal on the back of that. Or you could use it to make a little tuck spot. That'd be kind of cool too. And this is not a pocket. It's just a little decoration. This is out of, I think it's this actually out of a Reader's Digest book, one of the pictures. And then I just added a little nature around them because they have the little deer or whatever that is. So decorated it. Oh, and here, this one is so cool. This is a vintage advertisement, and it's from the Hit Parader, but I think it was Hit Parade, the magazine. What every boy and girl should know about pimples. And it's a Clearasil ad. And I think this is such a cool advertisement. So I had to definitely cut it out and stick it in here. And then underneath, this is just says special delivery, but it's just a... That's a Tim Holtz die cut. So that was neat. Here's another little flip up there. And in here, we have a little game piece. This is Monopoly. So this is the chance card. And so it's not that old. This one's last copy right here is 2008. So this is a newer one. Tell It Like It Is. And this is a game piece, but I'm not sure what game it came from. And I'm thinking it's an older game because I've actually am not familiar with this, but could be wrong. Your Sunken Treasure. Share half of your treasure. So again, this is from a game piece, but I just don't know what game it went to. Another little decoration down there. And here's one of those ones that fold out completely. In this pocket, we have a little tag I made, so you can journal down here. And then you can also journal on the back of that. And in the back, we have a vintage picture. And this is not one from my family. It's definitely very vintage, but I don't know from exactly like when. And that tucks back in here. And then here's one of my little signatures, handmade with love, and then I signed my name. So this is available now in my Etsy shop. If you are interested, I will leave a link to the journal in the description box below. And I think I named this maybe the Blue Girl. I can't exactly remember, but it had something to do with a girl on the front cover. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.